Well, the Cowboys pounded Canterbury, got the win, and came back over the blue and whites, doggy style. Welcome to On the Ranch. Yep, as I said before to our guest here, I'm a bit of a Ron Burgundy. Whatever's written is what I will read out, and Pistol clearly wrote that one. Welcome to On the Ranch, episode 233. It's 2026. I'm Rob. Billy's at the end of the table. And
Hello.
Hello, Billy. And that's it for the regulars this week. We got rid of Pistol. We've now gotten rid of Morgan. And it's the Billy Bob Show. Yeah. That's a new one. A new one given to us by one of our guests. You recognise Hendo. He's been here before.
Evening.
He's the resident Tigers member.
Yeah.
That's You're not going to
We're
live that
out.
down.
We're out now, so no hope.
But he's on two legs, which is good to see.
Yep. Back up and kicking.
At least for now. Don't go back up there. Stop it. Joining us as well tonight at the table, man of many talents, as we have discovered in the last probably an hour or so of chatting. He knows a few things here and there. Get talking about cars, clearly knows all about those, but the main reason will come to light very soon. Welcome, Aaron.
Howdy. That's the Cowboys say good day, isn't it? Howdy.
I don't know. You're closer to him than we are.
Let's take that on. Let's take it.
So Aaron is, you're officially the team chaplain.
Yeah. Since 2014.
Well, as you said pre-show, your first full season was 2015.
Yeah. And what happened that year?
And we all know what happened that year.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's time for a new chaplain.
It's all, wow. Jeez. I was trying to talk you up, but if you're trying to go that way, you do you.
Yeah.
But welcome to the show. It's nice to have someone you couldn't be much closer than yourself. I guess you get to talk to the boys on a regular basis.
Yeah. No, thanks for having us. Hendo gave me the call today. He says a few boys are under the weather. I don't know what that means for you guys, but it's under the weather.
Oh, look, sometimes we just have to give them a rest.
Yeah, sure.
They get a bit too big for their boots. They can have a lay down.
Yeah.
Send them back to Q Cup.
Yeah.
Well, with that 6-man bench, you've got a few to choose from.
That's
so,
right, yeah.
I should run that here.
That's exactly why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
That's right. Hendo is the sixth member, the unofficial.
Yeah, Hendo's 18th man every week.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have my debut.
That's right. Yeah. Well, welcome. Yes. So like we say, the team chaplain, which I guess the obvious question is, what does that mean?
Well, like I said, the top 30 players probably don't even know what I do over there. But like I said, been doing it for, 12 years? Going on 12 years?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just a glorified fishing guide, really, for the boys.
Fishing guide.
Yeah, no. If you only talk to any of the boys, that's probably one of my main subjects I'll talk about more than anything, more than spirituality, more than anything. But
Yep.
yeah, we do a lot of fishing and barbecues, and I often get homestays, stay with me.
Yeah, right.
So a number of boys have come through, stayed at my place when they first moved to the area.
Yep.
For some reason the club trusts me with them. But that often includes fishing. So the boys, if they haven't turned up and done any fishing to date, they'll learn to fish pretty quick.
Yep.
Well, I'll try and teach them to fish pretty quick.
Yep.
Get their learner's license for the young fellas.
Really?
So driving instructor.
You're getting the real young fellas. Then.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. So we live in Rasmussen, so we often head down the back of Kelso down there.
Yep.
Put them on a few of the dips around the place, and to the point where you just, even the boat ramp, the Lome Island boat ramp, was my best one for doing not reverse parking, hill starts.
Yeah, it would be.
So I get in and I put the back wheels against the water, and that's a do or die situation in the old Rodeo. Make them do hill starts there.
Nice.
But yeah, anything we've got Chad there now, and he used to be Kmart doing the welfare side of things. And there's obviously heaps of people that help out around the club, not just the players too, it's the staff as well.
Yep.
Right down through to the development guys as well, the greenhorns and the young guns. When I first started, I was pretty heavily involved with the under 20s. That's when Toddy Payton was coaching back then, and him and Painey.
Yep.
In the early days.
Yep.
We had probably the most gun team you've ever seen in the under 20s. In the under, it must have been 2015. It must have been.
Yeah.
I think I went through the top 13 there at one stage, and
Well, you had Kickow, Hughes,
Kalen,
Kalen,
you know,
Lolo.
yeah.
Oh, no, he was main squad then.
No, he was already in the main squad.
was main
Shouldn't
squad.
have said yes to that. Rossi Bella,
Yep.
Martin Bella's young fella. He was, and then the Cheese. He lived next door to me.
Yeah.
I had homestays next door. I had homestays too. So the Cheese, he was next door to us there for a while. Like the whole, I think it was 11 out of the top 13 went on to play NRL. And Gideon Mosby,
Yeah.
you know, he was on the wing. He was unstoppable at the time.
Geez, gun squad, all right.
Yeah, and then we lost in the semi-final there. So
Yeah.
I don't know how we lost it. What's his name? Braden Ueli.
Oh, yep.
He was there.
Bloody hell.
Hesse,
Yeah.
front row.
Yeah,
It
nice.
was hectic.
Hectic.
Mm.
I don't think that's changed. I think he seems to be pretty hectic still.
Who's that? Hesse?
Hezzy.
Hectic Hess.
Yeah, hectic Hess.
It's illegal to wear a pair of pants.
Yeah.
it's illegal
He's
to wear
the budgie smuggler capital of,
Yeah.
what is he? What do they call it? Like he's the ambassador or something. He must be.
Two sets of uniforms every game because he won't wear the second. You know, he gets this full set of kit after half time. That's why you never see him in his
Yeah, right.
always half time on the bike, whatever it is. He's in his undies.
Yeah. I did see that at the last game. It was half time. They did the camera in the sheds and he was in the raw again.
Always. And I think like that's. I think if it's his option, it'd be not much
Yeah,
to
yeah.
wear.
I mean,
Pretty confident, Hesse.
to be fair,
He's got a rig.
if I had a
yeah.
rig like that, I'd probably be out and about too.
What do you mean if?
Yeah, totally. Look, thanks. You can stay permanently now. Morg's your cut.
I remember when I went to Heydays for breakfast one morning.
Yep.
And I've walked out of there, walked back to the car, and then I've looked up, and Cohen Hess was walking straight back at me, and it was when he had the season off because he'd done his ACL, I think it was, and yeah, you could tell that he'd spent every other minute in the gym. I just looked up and holy shit, it's Cohen Hess, and he just. Hang on, mate. Kept going. He seemed like a real humble bloke too. Like,
He's a great guy. And he's like, you know, he knows where his bread's buttered with his fans and the members too. So he's always got time for the kids, always got time for people.
Yeah, good.
You know, and that's one of the things that our boys do understand. And I'm not just saying that.
Yep.
You know, you go down south and you see a lot of the boys just walk past people on the street, and these blokes here are always happy to. I took my rugby union club pretty much, or my junior club down to training the other night.
Yep.
I coached there as well, and I was coaching his under 15 boys, and I just wanted to show them the intensity that the Cowboys train at. So I brought them down and sat them down, and I rang Toddy before I brought them down and said, I'm just bringing some kids down. And the word got around at the club that we're going to watch training. So pretty much the whole club turned up.
Nice.
But the boys, you know, just had a full contact session, a pose session in the Vatican, and everyone come over and signed autographs and got photos with the kids, and it was pretty special for the club.
Yeah. How good for sticking around even after a game.
Yeah.
Sticking around and signing what they can and, you know, giving away. Like Jace the other week, remembering boots for kids he met like the year before or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think that must have been down at a core or something.
that was a core.
Yeah,
It was an away
yeah.
game, yeah.
Yep.
So he remembered them from a year previous.
And, you know, but our club's been built on that. We've got people that travel far and wide.
Yeah.
You know, to come to a game, least we can do is give them 10 minutes. I think it's like 10 minutes on the clock now they put up.
Yeah,
I think
where
15. 15.
You'd know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, and you know, the boys just give back. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great, really good, because, you know, they're the kids who are going to remember that experience, and they're going to buy tickets again, you know, and come back, and it's just what we want to do.
Well, and then half of them, well, not half of them, but, you know, like Tommy didn't. Grew up watching the Cowboys, and now he's playing for them.
yeah,
Like,
same with Jackson Purdue.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, born to be a Cowboy, those guys, for sure. I remember there was a picture of Jackson that I think it was put up last week or the week before of when he was a kid.
When he signed.
And in the background is Cohen Hess
Yeah, coming off
playing.
the field.
And now he's playing with him.
Yeah.
Like just that, to have that as an option up here is not, I mean, it might happen in New South Wales, but you just don't see it.
Yeah.
It's not like here where it's very much celebrated. And like, I think Todd Payton even said it the last week. That's what this club is all about, has always been for and about. It's to give kids up here a chance or something to aim for.
And, you know, we always hear people saying you're letting all these kids go, you know, but you can only keep so many. And at the same time, you start thinking about all the young fellows that we have developed and have hung around. You know, you Rubes and that. I remember Rubes back in 20s playing hooker for us. And that's another name we put to the list before.
Yeah.
You know, playing hooker there. And, you know, I'm not saying he's got no intention of going, but this is home. Jacko's home, Mud Skipper, Tommy Dearden, this is home, you know.
Yep.
We develop them. We're trying to keep them. But unfortunately, you've only got 30 spots and so much cash to throw around as well.
Oh, we've only got one club here too at the end of the day as well.
Yeah.
Like down there, you got, Sydney's got eight clubs or something, nine clubs.
Yeah.
So we cover that much more of a base too, I feel like. And then how they hang around for the game and are there for the fans. Like, you're just building more and more fans in doing so as well.
Yeah. And, the guys I talk to that do leave, they don't want to leave. It's not like anyone just wants to get out of the club.
Yep.
It's always just been, I was in the sheds of the week when Drinky announced to the boys that he's moving off, and you can see it. He doesn't want to go. It's what's best for his family, and he knows he's got people coming in behind him, and the club's going to do what it's going to do, and you've got to replace those positions sooner or later.
What's the it's a little insider news
Here we go.
Yeah. Well, I got to dig. Hey,
sorry, Benny.
I'll behave.
Yeah.
Tommy Dearden.
Yeah.
Now, news this week. He's soon to be a dad. Now, his wife, girlfriend, partner.
Yep.
She's Sydney based. That's got to be tough.
Yeah.
And there'll be a decision there, one way or the other.
Yeah. I think he's loyal, Tommy.
Yep.
He knows what He's one of them blokes that expects that from everyone in the team, whether it's that sort of situation, whatever it is. So I think Tommy will see that out, and we're all hoping and praying, and all those praying people around here can pray that his lovely young lady decides that she loves Townsville. I think she was up here last week or before, so boys said they met her.
Yep.
So we're just praying that she loves Townsville and she's up here, and we can continue to have him and have young Dearden running around for the Cowboys in years to come.
Well, it's coming into the perfect Townsville weather. So
I was just going to say, to get
it's
her up
a
here
good
in a couple of
advertisement
weeks.
right now. So
Turned it on. I think he said they're June, November. So
yeah, okay.
well,
that's
it's getting warm again then.
It's going to be interesting. Yeah. No, that's good. All right. Well, don't give away too much then.
no.
Not allowed to. It's fine. Don't worry. Had a question that either Morgan or Pistol wrote. Oh, no, I've lost my. Hang on. Are we back? No. It's weird. It's completely gone.
I can still hear you.
I can still hear you.
Just my cap. Just my cans. There we go. I can hear myself again. It's no good when you can hear yourself, trust me. So we did have a question. We had a couple of questions. So, and we'll get back to the horns up one. But the hardest part of being the club chaplain with a diverse range of different cultures and religious beliefs in the club.
Yeah.
And that was one that I thought of as well today. Like, obviously I'm not au fait with the variants of Christianity, but obviously so you're Christian.
Yeah.
There would be other religions in the club, I'm assuming.
Yeah. We in the Cowboys here, we don't have any Muslim as such people.
Yep.
So it's basically your Catholics and your Christians, which is your Anglicans and stuff as well there, you know. But I'm a multi-faith, it's called a multi-faith chaplain, but I'm always going to push my agenda, if you know what I mean. Like that's what the Great Commission as a Christian is, to go forth and make disciples. But look, the guys are great. The whole thing about being a chaplain is it's stinking awkward. Like there's parts where people have got these crazy cool jobs around the place, and you got analysts over here doing this, and you've got sports science, and you've got dietitian now. We've got Tara on board; she's doing the dietitian stuff. Everyone's got these crazy jobs, and like I said, so someone comes up the first week when you say, "What do you do?" "I'm a chaplain." And so, "What do you do?" "You want to go fishing?" But look, like I encourage the guys to to explore their faith.
Yep.
And there's been a couple of past players and that have turned to Christianity since I've been there, which and they've been the better for it, and to the point where we've got players at the moment who will struggle with things, and I don't come at them as God's going to fix your problems right now. I help them first as a person to what they need. Sometimes it literally is mowing the yard for them while they're injured or whatever it is, helping out, that sort of stuff. Taking them fishing.
Well, taking them fishing, like that's a very meditative thing.
It is. And it's one-on-one too, because I've got a pretty small boat and I've got 3 boats. Don't talk to my wife about that. But
that's a whole different area to explore.
But, like it's a one-on-one sometimes, and you just get some great conversations and really see how they're ticking.
Yep.
And then, sometimes it moves towards a Christian talk, and I'm open to pray for anyone at the club. So any guys that are going through trouble will often shout a prayer up for them, and sometimes I'll shout it up right there and then, in the dressing rooms before a game or during the training during the week. And but like this, I've probably got the best ministry job any other Christians out there listening, like it's, well, you got the RE teachers at school and stuff with little kids, throwing stuff at you. But I've got a great group of blokes who are open.
Yep.
And because of, like you said, the faiths and the cultures and stuff around the place, a lot of the guys already understand the Christian beliefs or what it means to their culture, in the background. So I can help them explore that.
And you mentioned Muslims before. Have you had many, or have you had to deal with? I'm not aware of. It's not an open thing, obviously.
No, and like I said, like I treat the person first. So I've had the Muslim people around Muslim, where I've helped that person find a community in town, find a church, and like I've got boys. There's boys in the clubs going to church that don't go to my church, and so I don't really get to see where they're at week to week at church, but we can just talk about it at the club. So
yeah, right, okay. What's an education for me? I'm
and like aware. You'll see every second Polynesian guy put a cross on their wrist. You know? Some are practicing Christians, some are just just representing their faith. And I'll often just flick him a Bible verse to put on because I'm sick of seeing Philippians 4:13. I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me. It's like I try to give him something else, mix it up a bit, boys.
The Bible's a big book.
There's more than that one verse.
That's it. Yeah, no, it's interesting because I've just never been involved with it and it's never really come up. Like I think I've always been aware that there would be a chaplain with the club, but
so we've got a group, Sports Chaplaincy Australia. So they basically started off in the AFL space down there, and it's expanded through to cricket, rugby league, basketball, everything, the Olympics, all those sort of things, rugby union, all those sports. And basically their thing is to get a chaplain in every club, and that helps down with the grassroots club. So the rugby union club that I run, I'm helping run, I'm president, but we've got our own chaplains in that too.
Okay.
Darko and Jess, and they're helping out families in that level as well. So it's just, you got school, you've seen school chaplains.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly the same sort of thing.
Yep.
People come to you, weird and wonderful things, sometimes just stupid questions that they want to have a dig at. I'm all open for that too,
Yeah.
But like that's what it's all about.
Give you the test,
Yeah, helping the people out, and then if they got faith questions, just guide them in the right direction.
Yeah, right. Okay. You have KPIs, that sort of stuff?
Well, how many? Yeah. No, look, it's the thing of what they talk about when you do chaplaincy training. That was a long time ago now, but it's basically presence. So you just got to be around. Like I said, the first year I was at the Cowboys, it was so stinking awkward. I got in trouble one of the first training sessions for picking up cones on the field. Like that's not your job. Just stay and do your job sort of out the side. You're like, well, what else do I stinking do? Like,
yeah, right.
I'm sitting here walking around, and then, you sort of, honestly, you're starstruck when you first meet, top 30 boys in 2015, for example. Like these are, sitting below my God, but there are other people's gods that are walking around the place here.
Yep.
And then it just gets to the point where you got to form these relationships. And in the good and the bad, we had some pretty crazy stuff happen in that first couple of years with, some deaths around the place. So we had some funerals, and I helped facilitate those with the players and looked after their families through it. So that sort of brought me close into the group. At the time, I didn't know what I was doing. It was so scary.
Bit of fake it till you make it.
Well, just faith it till you make it, maybe.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There's a tagline for the night.
But I'm just happy God pulled me through that one, and I got to know not just the players, but their families and cousins, and they're people I'm really close with today, like players that have finished playing 5 years ago. That still ring us up, pretty often just for chats.
Yeah, right.
So so the group is just getting bigger and bigger because you never let anyone go. You always, keep in touch.
That's good. Very good. Now, a question and I'm tipping this one is from Peter. Can you ask the chaplain if he can ask Cliffo to get the horns up movement rolling this Friday night at home against the Eels?
Cliffo?
Well, he's the kicker.
Yeah.
And the whole part of it is the crowd does the horns up.
Are we doing this like this is a Spirit Fingers thing, but we're changing it to horns up? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So there's a group of us that used to be on the hill out at 1300 Smiles.
Mm-hmm. Was it Heckler's Corner?
It might have been. And
you can hear that from the field, eh?
Yeah.
Like it's hectic.
There is one thing we used to do. So there was a group of maybe 15 or 20 of us. There might have been alcohol involved. I can neither confirm nor deny. However, we were pretty young at the time, and
Young and stupid.
exactly. And a lot of the times anytime there was a kick, we'd do the horns up. So that and it's like the spirit fingers that I think the Sharks were doing it the other night and whatnot. So, but it's the horns up because it's the cowboy thing, right? A lot of times we'd yell out to people, whoever was in that corner, whether offense or defense, whoever it was, such and such, give us a wave. Every now and then, we'd get the wave.
Yeah.
His sisters are not saying horrible, they're terrible for that.
Yeah.
We used to get
Kyle
Kyle
Felt, give us a wave.
Felt. Kyle Felt.
Yeah, Felty.
It was Matty Singh give us a wave.
Yes.
And then Kyle took it over.
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. Because at 1-300 Smiles, when I was young and dumb as well, plenty of alcohol involved because it was a work function at Brothers before we went over there.
Was there a KPI on that?
Yeah, it's double parked rums or nothing.
Sounds good.
But someone said to me, hey, you should just yell out, hey, Kyle, that felt good.
Oh,
And sure enough, yelled it out to him. He turned and looked straight at me, but I'd already turned to me mate saying, how good was that? And they're going, he's staring at you, dude.
Kyle, Feldy always played along. Feldy will always play along.
Oh, yeah. I think he just gave me that look, like just probably like, yeah, like I haven't heard that one before, bud. Like,
For sure. But yeah, we a
Silly Billy.
little bit of that heckling.
That was 2019-ish, I think.
So the question is,
Yeah.
we need Cliffo to give the acknowledgement to the people that are doing the horns up in the crowd, and there will be a few there this week.
Yeah. And and how are we going to know that he's acknowledged it?
Well, I think Pistol's idea of it was just give a wave or even do the horns up back.
What's the Cowboys thing they do to acknowledge it? Maybe a tip of the hat, but he just
Oh, I could probably do that.
maybe
Yeah.
it's,
We could do a whip crack.
oh no.
Someone runs out with a
be
whip.
like, when's it try July? When's that on? Was it
No,
Try
that's
so-
canned.
No
Have they?
way.
Because it was through Sportsbet.
And now
And
the
now
advertising.
the advertising. So Try July is completely gone.
Well, I hope
So
that
they're not
people-
raising-
Because of the ban on sports bet during the games.
Yep.
There needs to be then a charity that picks that up, I
Oh,
reckon,
100%. It has to be.
and just donate or
A business or
The NRL will
a
have to
Harvey
donate
Norman
to it.
level business that says for every try,
Yeah.
do it in the women's game this year.
I reckon Racing New South Wales could do it.
Here we go.
Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete.
They got coin, don't you worry about that.
I'm sure they do.
Brothers Leagues Club will probably do it.
Yeah, I like your thinking.
Or we just make the Brisbane Broncos pay for it.
No. Does your head in.
Yeah.
Round 9 versus the Bulldogs. It was at Accor Stadium. Normally I have the game up here so I know what I'm talking about. I'm just not organised. I'm awestruck. It's not the right word. I know that. Stand by. Find it. It was on Friday night. That's why it was so long ago.
It was.
You know, I was a year younger when this happened.
Wow.
Hey,
Happy birthday.
It was on Sunday. Sunday was my birthday. Bulldogs ran in 12 points, but they were no match for the Cowboys, running in 28, 5 tries to 2. Ruben Cotter, Scotty Drinkwater, Jake Clifford and Braden Burns running over tries. Jake Clifford getting the 4 from 5 conversions there. He's been mostly okay with the boot. There's a few. Well, I think the week before last when we scored like 9 tries or something, he missed a few, but that's probably can be forgiven. That's a lot of tries.
It is.
Just needs to do a horns up before he kicks them now.
You reckon it'll
That's-
help?
That's all good.
You
It
think-
will help.
But yeah.
Well, there's so much superstition in rugby league. Like it's
horrible.
It's one of those. Surely, if he, but then I feel like if you did it enough, and then you convinced yourself that you'd have to do it every single time. Otherwise, otherwise I won't get it. You know what I mean?
The other week before, I don't know who we playing here that game was. I think it was Tom. We were playing Manly, and I think Chester had a few dropsies that game.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
took one of my boys from the rugby club. I had a couple of hours I'd look after him before his parents turned up to this thing anyway. So I've taken him over the practice field and he was awestruck. You know, the boys coming in anyway. You sort of, you know, when someone new comes along, you're like, just act cool, you know, just don't fanboy, you know.
Hi.
Yeah. Anyway, so Tommy Chester walks in. Anyway, first thing the mate goes, "You're in my fantasy team," you know. Anyway, I said to him, I said, "Mate, just act cool. You
Just
know?
act cool.
The boys are sort of starting to prepare themselves because they do, you know. From the time they leave home, they're sort of preparing themselves for the game.
Yep.
Anyway, and it was Tommy's. He had a pretty average game, let's just say that, And this young fellow sees me after the game and goes, "Do you think I told him it's because he's in my fantasy team that he was thinking about fantasy points the whole time?" I said, no. I said, don't. But, you always think about those, not superstitious side of things, but there's always, what's in the player's mind as they're going and doing things, So
And what does it take to
rattle?
To rattle them, get them out of that mentality.
Rattle's my word, because you can see players get rattled just from verbals or things that happen.
Yeah.
They take a while to come back.
You would hope it's not something that...
No, it wouldn't. Not for Cliffo. Not for Cliffo.
He's all over it.
Yeah, he's all over it.
No, it was a good game. I was a little nervous going into this one. I got to admit.
I was very nervous going in.
At a core,
Yeah.
the Bulldogs, who can be hot and cold, I guess, this year.
This year, usually pretty hot.
Oh, I think it was good for Reid Marnie. I think it was good
Good for him.
Good for him.
Great.
I love,
confidence booster.
I love that he actually reposted the Bulldogs post, not ours.
That's the Reid Marnie we see on the field, happening off the field, in that same sort of chat.
Yep.
But you're seeing it in third person.
Is he like that at training?
He's actually great. He's actually like one of the most encouraging blokes around the place. He gets around the boys, which is, it's great to see. But you can see he's got a little naughty side on him. So we need that. We need that.
I call it
We've
cheeky.
missed that.
We have, for sure.
To rattle people.
Yeah.
I would call it cheeky. Like it's not.
He is cheeky.
Yeah, like it's just straight up
on the field. I'm sure off the field, like you say, he's a nice player.
No, I reckon he's. But you can be a nice bloke and be cheeky as well, because it's it's also been a bit of a joker too, but funny,
He's a niggler.
Yeah.
And again, that's what we need. Or we either have that or someone with a bit of mongrel in the front row, which I think we've missed in the last.
I'm glad you didn't go Cameron Serrato there.
No. Yeah. I'm careful with my words.
Great.
I also note the time so I can go back and edit it if I need to. Don't worry about that. But a good game for Reid Marnie. I think overall, bit of that confidence, a bit of retribution, a bit of, I don't know if retribution is even the right word, but redemption, I suppose.
Yeah.
To give him that sort of confidence back over his old team and just to show them, bad move.
Yes.
And they've struggled since, really.
They have.
I mean, I was happy to see him come to our club. Like, I was happy to see him replace
Robson.
I forgot his name already. Jeez.
Wow.
10 rounds.
Well, he's a New South Wales player anyway.
Yeah,
isn't he?
true.
So No, he was good for us. But seeing him replace with Reid Mahoney or Reid Marnie, however you say it, I'm quite happy with it. And I like there being a cheeky player on our team who just likes to, just throw a little bit of shade at the other team like he does.
For sure.
I'm all about it. I think it's great.
You like the rotation?
Yes. As in
Sonny?
yes.
Yeah.
I think and I know Pistol said it a lot too. Cowboys have always been a great team and we've had that good hooker rotation with two really good ones with some slight differences.
Do you remember the early days with James Seguiero coming on?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he was
You didn't know what you're going to get.
No, what's the right way? He was like a loose cannon.
Well put.
Or Russian roulette.
Russian roulette.
He wasn't Russian, was he?
No. Might have been.
He would have been rushing around the field.
I still remember that tackle he put on. I don't know who, but he became airborne.
Yeah.
Making that shoulder charge.
I think he's done a few, but I think I know the one you're thinking of too.
Wow. Just puts his body on the line.
Yeah. He was all or nothing.
And who was he coming on? He wasn't coming on for Paney. Who was he coming on for at the time? Anyway, we'll get back to that.
Wasn't Coot.
What year are we talking?
No, hooker. So it would have been
2013, 14?
13, 14.
Was Chico
Cost
or
Jason?
Rory? Maybe.
Yeah, good question. Someone who would know that is Pistol because he's got the
he's got the recall.
the freaky memory.
Yeah.
And he'll be screaming at the radio right now, which, suck it.
Yeah. I am liking the six-man bench. I think Todd is using it well.
Anthony Mitchell. We had Mitchell, cost Jason a little bit there. Scott Moore.
There's some cool names in that.
Isn't there? Do you get things like calls? You say you've had calls from, like retired players and that who ring you up and that. Players that have moved on, for instance, like the Reece Robsons.
Yeah, like Tommy Gilbert's my favourite. player that's moved on.
He's our favourite
Yeah.
player. We had him on
Yeah.
the pod,
And he would do
years
it.
ago.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If he was allowed, he'd probably do it now. Like, he's just a cool dude.
He is,
Yeah.
and he's humble.
Yeah. So his little Bub Luca and that. Like, I still miss it. Went for a barbecue at his place there a couple of years ago after he'd moved,
Yep.
you know, and got the Mads and him invited us around. And it was just a, great thing to see they're doing well.
Yeah, good.
He was playing at the time just before he had an injury.
Yep.
Poor bloke's had a few injuries of late,
Yeah.
but like, same thing. He's one of them blokes like we talk about, bit of niggle on the field, but he can go 0 to 100 and peaks real quick.
Yeah.
But he had some bit of a spiritual journey, I suppose you'd call it as well.
Yep.
And it sort of I think it settled him down a bit on the field, and he did really well. He's a great bloke.
He is.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's good to see that now he's having a pretty good season.
I hope he comes back.
Yeah.
I just hope he does.
Yeah.
Back up here,
Yeah.
that'd be unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, do like a James Tarmo and go away for a bit and then just come back for that, that last, even just to be around the squad for that last year or whatever.
Yeah, come back, play for a year, and then just stay here and be around the squad.
Yeah,
I think he's got that right mentality.
I still remember these were like one of his first sessions in the NRL, and there was Macca and Josh Maguire. And you know what they're like, those two, and he just wasn't taking none of it. He stood up to those guys, and I was like, wow, because I've seen him in the 20s.
As a rookie.
The first week or two in the NRL.
Yep.
Just like he wouldn't take it. It's like, bro, No, he didn't take a backward step.
Good on him.
So,
Good on him. Oh, well, that's good. Hey, that's just, but yeah, like I say, getting calls. I'm assuming you haven't had a call from Reece Robson.
no. I've texted.
leave it at
with
that.
message, but that's about it.
Yep, no, that's fair. One thing we do every week is we give our pod points, which is like our Daily M's, but
3,
it's
2, 1.
within the pod itself. Pistol has populated the table with many words. I'll read them out. Now, he's all concerned that I'm going to read these out with just a monotone voice. I don't think he doesn't know me that well. No, he's given 3 points to Jason Taumalolo, the man over my shoulder, the record-breaking man this week anyway. This coming week.
Equaling.
The Hulk, the beast incarnate. If that game was a par 8 golf hole, you'd tee up Lolo and he'd drive the green. Par 8.
Par 8.
I have never seen a par 8.
No, nor have I. And,
Nor has anyone.
I'm not sure if Taumalolo
Mind you,
is-
most holes are an 8. But
Well, yeah, it's certainly mine, especially lately.
I love the commentary during the week. He's giving 2015 vibes. That's what people are saying.
yeah.
Yeah, a little. I can see it.
And the meters, like you always judge a forward by the meters. But to me, I can't remember I've ever seen Jason Taumalolo angry on a field, right? He is the kind of bloke who will not giggle, but he has fun when he's playing,
You can
and
tell.
that's why he loves playing, because it's the boys and it's the fun that he has with them.
Yep.
I'd hate to see what would happen if he ever got angry.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you'd have to do a lot to get him angry.
Yeah, but that's where your 400 meters are going to come in.
Yeah. The problem that Taumalolo had there for a while was he was posting 200 to 300 meters every week, and he set a standard.
Yeah.
And then when that sort of started to drop off and he was getting the injuries and whatnot, he wasn't standing out because we were all expecting 200 to 300 meters of him. He was still making 100, 120, 130.
The night he made, sorry, Jace, for telling this story. The night that he made 330 or 340 odd meters was a late night fishing trip with me and him the night before and up the creek. And he'll tell a story where we got stuck on a sandbank in the Bowley and we had to push a boat around knee deep in the water, and it was, let's just say late when we come back. And he had that ripper of a game, and there was all these memes coming out and everything for it.
Yep.
But my favourite part of that night afterwards, I was in the dressing room, I was just grinning from ear to ear because he was getting press conference, like the microphones in the face. Andrew Simons comes up. I've got a video of it. It's funny as. And he might have had a couple of drinks himself. And he come in and acted like he was part of the scrum, or whatever you call it, the press scrum.
Yep.
And he comes in and he started shooting Jason questions, but he had a skinful himself. And Jason's looking over at me like trying to either get Andrew out the way, Roy out the way there, or what am I going to say?
Yeah.
And it's a funny video, but it was Jason took it all, in a good stride.
Nice.
But yeah, I still remember they take the prep so seriously, but Jason's the kind of bloke where he wants to turn it on, and he's in the right mood,
Yeah.
he can really do it.
He seems to be back in that right mood.
I hope so.
looking
I
that
mean,
way.
that's he's a player, and that can change a season if he's doing well.
Yeah, well, look what everyone does off the back of him. Speaking of, 2 points from pistol for Tommy Dearden, the master and the commander. Knows what is going on. I mean, that's his job.
And he does it well too.
He does do it well, indeed.
He hasn't stood out this year, but he hasn't had to.
No, that's right. That's right.
Mm.
The rest of
Yeah.
the team is standing up.
Standing up.
I think Dearden's always been at this level,
Yeah,
and now everyone else is at that level.
coming up.
And it's, seems to be. Like last year, I think we were giving Dearden points, 3 points nearly every game
Yeah.
because he was the standout player.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's what generally happens in the Dally M's too. Like
And-
you got a team of stars
And that combination's building really well, isn't it?
with Cliffo.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's controversial maybe, but I think that was the good halves choice.
Mm.
As much as I love Tom Duffy, I don't like him in a Broncos jersey.
Yeah.
And I love him as a kid, but I think he was probably not quite there and wasn't where Cliffo's at.
Yeah.
And that combo with Dearden, as like you say, it's only going to get better.
But it's funny because they both got a good running game too. And a lot of times they pair you 5'8.5", and they say this player's got a great kicking game, this player's got a good running game, but they both have a good running game.
I think that's a strength,
Yeah.
Especially the way the game's playing.
especially now. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can switch it up. If one's not quite feeling it, the other one can run it.
Yeah. If there's an injury, you've got,
Yeah. 1 point he gave to Reid Marnie. He got one back over the club. The breakup is still messy, but he's moving on, playing 80 as a big FU to Seraldo.
glad you didn't Ron Burgundy that one.
No, I don't read it as it's written when it's written like that. So
Especially all caps.
sometimes, yeah, well, that's a very pistol element. He gave honourable mentions to Cliffo with the beef pie. It's a 40-20 for the panel. Thanks, Captain
It was
Obvious.
a big 40-20 too. It
Yeah,
was like over the 10.
he's got a boot on him, Cliffo.
Mm.
That's one of the assets that I liked over Duffy.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that too. Like we didn't really have anybody in the team who had that long boot ever since probably Feldy left.
Yeah,
Because like this Feldy could definitely kick a ball. Like
I've got a different idea of what it is. I reckon it's hang time that you need in
Yes.
rugby league.
Yes.
People always worry about the distance and stuff that it is, but if you can control the hang time, not necessarily how much you can get, but if you can kick to corners with hang time, then the boys can come through and do a job on the catcher. That's gold.
The other thing Cliffo has is the chase game.
Mm.
He can chase a kick, not necessarily his own.
well, but he can chase his own.
He
too.
does.
Yeah.
But he has, and he's almost mastered the timing of when the opposition catches the ball and he does the tackle. I think he did one or two on the weekend that were spot on.
Mm.
If he was a half step earlier, he'd be gone.
Yeah.
But I know he got a few. I think he got a few wrong last year,
Yeah.
but he's got it down pat.
And that was a combination, like seeing Jeremiah come back for that week. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, yeah.
Get that back in action again where you got Jeremiah screaming through.
Yep.
115 kilos screaming through at you and landing on just jumping before the line. And
Yeah. Just that bit of intimidation.
Yeah.
How's that go with the re-injury with Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Do you get to talk to him a bit
Yeah.
on that and sort of
Yeah.
settle him down, I suppose, because he'd be upset.
Yeah, look, we spoke after that game about it. There was a few unknowns, but I think the club's got some bit more direction now what it is.
Yep.
I don't think it was as bad as the original injury. And
They're saying 4 weeks.
yeah.
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 Still.
Yeah. So that's, but the players need that kind of date to work towards. And they always see it as if they come in early, whatever it is, that's a positive. And they often don't like to be, when I talk to the guys, they don't like to be pushed past that date. That's when they start getting in the head.
Yep.
So if they can get that date, 4 weeks, whatever it is, and they can work to that. They often just talk in rounds. I'm back for round 10, I'm back for round 12, whatever it is,
Yep.
and they look forward to it and work towards it. So Jeremiah coming in last week, I think it was a surprise to everyone seeing him on the bench, named in the starting side,
Yep.
and he come off the bench there. But
Yeah.
he looked like he hadn't missed a game. He was fit. He was
Great.
he was moving. Everything was clicking for him.
Yep.
So I think everyone was excited, and I was so happy when I love the Queensland Maroons, but when he put the club first. That's mentality. I think it's fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate this week, and that was an awkward. If you saw his arm come out,
It's
Yeah.
that's almost an injury, even if you don't have a previous injury.
The figure that was given was it was a 5% re-injury rate for that surgery that he had. So there's pretty low percentages.
Yep.
So unfortunately, it's just that
Slotted in that 5%.
well, yeah. And if you know him, he just goes 100 mile an hour as well.
I can see that from how it goes on.
Yeah. So
It's an asset, but you got to be controlled.
when you're in that situation, it's a do or die. Make that tackle or they score. You're going to put your body on the line every time.
Yep.
So it's a big thing between the medical staff and that to get him right.
Can you tell Drinky that?
Wow.
Trying to get him to listen, Hendo. Come on.
Yeah, you'll be getting that 20 jersey, mate.
I'm saying nothing, Drinky. Love you, buddy.
Yes. Geez, you've put me off now. Pistol gave.
Are you Cowboys supporters or
Yeah.
what are we?
No, I took my Tigers hat off.
Yeah, he does have a Tigers membership as well. So
That's right. I heard about that.
yeah, we won't hold that against him, except we will bring it up every time. Tommy Chester got an honourable mention from Pistol as well. What do you write? Chesty LaRue reading tackles this week and setting up tries.
Well, that try that he set up for Drinky, that's pretty much Tommy to the line, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the lines he's running.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's Willie Mason have a go about? What sort of what did he say? Chicken arms or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said something this week. Just put some size on, get in the gym and start.
Look,
Yeah.
he's never going to be the biggest guy, but he makes up for it in heart.
That's it.
Well and truly.
It's easy for him to say.
Yeah. One of the biggest guys to ever step onto
yeah.
the field, yeah. But still. And he gave another honourable mention for, as he wrote it, Zachy Labes. So Zach Labe it there. This bloke is going to be Cow's biggest loss when he signs for PNG. Well, scoop.
That's good. But Zachy loves Butsy. Let's just get some of the names right. Butsy.
Oh,
All right.
that makes sense.
Yeah. He loves PNG. Him and his brother
Of course.
Kyle there. So Kyle's PNG through and through.
Yep.
They love that place. So I don't think. I mean, obviously but I've actually mentioned, and he said, he can't talk or about anything for contracts now. So the players are pretty good with that.
Yeah.
They won't talk out of their contract period. So
Yep. Even within the club or?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, in the club they're allowed to. Yeah, our own club they're allowed to.
I mean, like with you, for instance.
Yeah, but they won't talk to the managers won't talk to them about other contracts. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose you sort of can't really.
Yeah, but he's on the wing again this week.
Yep.
I'd like to see Rob Darby get another run on the wing. I think
I just heard Morgan cheer from his house.
He did, yes. He's the other side of town.
Rob gets some. He's had some rocks and diamonds performances, but I still think his diamonds outperform his rocks.
Yep.
He just needs the confidence, I think. Once he's got the confidence and he catches those high balls, I think he'll really put it together. But until then, it's.
It appears that when he does start, like he has a mistake at the start,
Confidence
it gets into his head.
It snowballs a bit.
And snowballs a bit,
Rattles.
Does get a bit rattled.
Yeah. No, look, I don't think he gets necessarily. Oh, you do get rattled, but I think that's becoming more mature play. You learn to deal with that.
True.
And you see other players.
Yep.
Drinky's a perfect example. You see Drinky can have an absolute something stupid, and then 5 seconds later he's a magician.
We've said it here. He's rocks and diamonds as well, but sometimes.
He just turns it on straight after.
Yeah.
And other people, you see players drop their head and try and shake it off, but Drinky has like a 2-second turnaround time.
There's no Cody Walker. Morgan has. It doesn't play for us, who cares? Morgan has submitted his points. He's given 3 points to Tamalolo as well. Huge meters plus meters post contact. Wow. Just reading what he wrote. Morgan gave 2 points to Reid Marnie and 1 point to Thomas McKaylee. Also huge post contact meters. Great game. He's a gun. Got to agree there. He doesn't get the raps. I reckon he sort of flies under the radar a bit. So.
It was definitely a lot more noticeable, very noticeable in this last game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can tell it like he dropped weight.
Yep. And
he's a lot fitter than what he has been.
Yeah, and he wouldn't mind me saying, but he's had a big life change experience this year too.
Okay.
Let's just say spiritually.
Yep.
So he's pretty regular at his church there.
Okay.
And he's had some big changes, and he's seeing things in a lot more positive polite, and he's a happier dude to talk to. Like, he never was unhappy,
Yeah.
but he's very positive at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
right.
and he said today that, he's just puts his cares in the right place and just goes forward. So,
Yeah, nice.
Mm.
Sweet.
So I'm really happy to see him start. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's it's everyone on the job on the bench has got a job to do, and everyone knows that. But you see someone start, it's Toddy giving them that extra bit of good work, mate.
He's taking it and running with it. I mean,
Pun intended.
And I love that he just sits on the back fence from a kickoff and literally sits on the back fence.
He's not scared
and just runs.
Mm.
Not scared. I like it. Billy, you got some points for us?
Yeah, so I done these straight after the game. I couldn't tell you exactly why I did each and every one. It was a 1 o'clock.
Can't imagine why.
It was a 1 o'clocker, so. But I gave 3 points to Tommy Chester. But I just love the way he runs the ball. Like, he's just he seems electric with it. Like, well, not so much electric, but he just seems like once he gets the ball, he's just away. Like, he's like a bull at a gate, sort of. So I gave him 3 points. I gave 2 points to Drinky. Notice he just had a pretty decent game. Like, it was a lot better in defense. He's done just, I suppose, what a fullback's meant to. So, and I gave 1 point to Ruben Cotter because just definitely noticed him a lot more in the game as well. Like, where it was, in the last few weeks, I've even been somewhat critical of saying, to me, he just seemed like he was distracted. Something's not quite right with him. But I feel like this was his sort of first game back in that right direction.
What about the Anzac game?
The Anzac game.
That was a big turning
Against the
point for him.
Sharks.
Like, I just think that he just turned it on that week.
Yeah.
It was
I actually looked at that game and I sort of, I probably would have given the medal to Lukey rather than him because, I didn't notice him all that much. And then when I went back through, and I know it's not all about the stats, but when I went back through and looked at the stats, and I was like, well, Lukey did eclipse him just by a little bit as well. So,
Yeah.
but in doing that, he still made the most tackles for our team in that Anzac
He
round.
played 80.
And he played 80 as well. Like, he played 72, I think I saw last week as well. So he's done
Yeah.
but it just seems like to me, he just looks like everything's sort of coming back. Like, because I know he had his, like his missus had the dramas, with her heart and stuff like that, which that could be. I know if that was me myself, that would throw me completely out. I wouldn't be able to think about a lot more than than the person that you love. You know what I mean? So it's seeing him actually coming back and just looking like he's really putting it in and just having a brilliant game. It's good to see, and that's why I gave him 1 point. And then I gave an honourable mention to Cliffo because unfortunately it's not 4-3-2-1s. But again, like that 40-20 was huge, and it just his injection in the game has just been unreal. Like, I'm really, really happy with all those players. I'm really happy with the entire team. Really, it's after watching the game. Like I said, I couldn't tell you very specific points, but I remember thinking to myself afterwards, geez, this was good. We could leak less points, but I'm still overall happy with it. Yeah.
Good week to come on the potty then.
Yeah, bloody oath, yeah. It's a little more sedate when we lose. Put it that way. 3 points I gave to Jason Taumalolo. This guy. 2 points for Reed Marnie. Now, I didn't write comments here because, like you, I was
probably not a 1 o'clocker, but
it wasn't quite a 1 o'clocker, but it was a late night. Let's just say. Reed Marnie, I gave 2 points. Tommy Chester, 1 point. All the same reasons that we've gone over. And honourable mentions I gave to Braden Burns, Ruben Cotter, and Tommy Dearden. But Burnsy there isn't anyone who could be as good a replacement for Felty as Braden Burns.
He is just the man.
He is.
Like, he's Benjamin Buttons.
And he doesn't age. No, he's going backwards. But he looks like he's enjoying it every time out there as well. Like, he's laughing. There was a carry at one point where he was laughing running into the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like he's either psychotic or really loving.
So Chester and Reggie and Burnsy are like inseparable. They're the three amigos.
Okay.
So to see them guys on an edge together, and
Yeah.
was it this week when Helam scored and Tommy was all over? Like Tommy could have got to the try line before him, but he was sort of piggybacking along and cuddle him as he went to make a try. It might have been last week.
I think it was the
last
week
week,
before.
But that's just a perfect example of the relationship those two have got.
Yep.
They're just inseparable. You
Okay.
know. There was a thing last year where there was a bit of wasn't a boating accident because they weren't on the water, but between Burnsy, Elam, and Chester, you know, and it was like this, just the three of them. You just knew it was those three involved in the incident. You know,
Right.
nothing bad.
Yeah.
But just something stupid they did.
Like run out of fuel or something.
No, the
silly.
boat was still on the trailer. Let's just say that. And
The bungs at home, surely.
and you know, but they're three guys, and like I said, you know, we keep young fellas who we start here. So you know, when Helam first come down, he lived with me for a while from Cairns, and Tommy's a good local boy, and you know, Burnsy's just come through with it, you know, in the later part of his career.
Yep.
But they're just three blokes you want to keep on an edge together because the dynamic is so good.
And it's it's a combination that's working well.
And you know, and like when you talk to Reggie, Helam, and Tommy, and they talk about getting through that rehabilitation with their knees and everything that goes on.
Yep.
Those two were just God put them together. You know what I mean? Like because they just helped each other out. They started off their fishing channels, and every second player at the moment's wearing his outlanders, or what do they call them? Shorts,
I saw them doing shorts or something.
Yeah, and they're just meant for each other. So it's just one of the things that makes you happy to see that they've got each other. Like so. And Burnsy fits in there well too.
Yeah, and a real estate agent too.
Yeah. He's always got a deal for you.
I'll bet.
Kind of reminds me of me and my best mate. Sort of like that. We've been best mates since I was 8 years old, and it's sort of like probably you could say that God put us together like that, and it's always just. We've always been there to help each other out and all that sort of thing. So yeah, that's it's cool to sort of put that into a perspective like that.
All right, so on the spot, Hendo, 3, 2, 1.
Spot. I'm going to go 1 for Matty Lodge.
Get out.
He has turned into our Scotty Bolton.
You know why? Because he loves fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, fishing's good for the boys.
It's that meditative.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just showing up and doing his job.
I have to agree with you there.
Like-
I've watched him in that last game, and he was doing like he's stop staring daggers at me.
He's a HJ47 with the 2H motor.
Yeah.
He just goes and goes and goes. I've just like the errors have gone out of his game. Like he used to have like 2 or 3 drops a game. I haven't seen. I don't know.
Well, he definitely looks like he's showing up to play
Yeah.
for the Cowboys too, which is the thing that's really important for me, and I think a lot of other people as well.
Why do you look at me when you say that?
Because you're so anti him.
Yeah,
We're all
around.
questioned the signing, but I'm happy with it.
Go on. Carry on.
2 points.
2 points.
What are you going from 1 to 3? But don't you go 3, 2, 1?
Oh, he's going the other way.
I go
around.
backwards.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I'm different, eh?
This is Hendo.
Yeah, I don't do things the right way. 2 points, I'll go McKaylee, and 1 point, I'll go Hulk. I'm giving the forwards a wrap this week.
Oh, you're going the other way around.
Yeah.
So 3 points you gave for Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay. You said 1 point then. That's okay.
Did I?
Yeah, I'll let
Sorry,
you.
three to Hulk.
Yeah, check the tapes.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the time?
Yeah.
Stamp 59 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edit that
Yeah.
in.
So, no, all the forwards.
Well, that makes sense. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are laying a good platform. I think it's
If they're
working
not
well.
there, we don't win.
No, well,
We don't.
I
The
think-
boys can't do what they got to do.
I think they're gelling a lot more now, and I think the rotations
Yeah.
are right.
The 6-man bench is working for him.
Yes.
Are you a fan of the 6-man bench?
I am a fan. Well,
I
you
am-
look at this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He would have put Sonny Luke was 14th man,
Mm-hmm.
and we lose Nanai.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of Sonny coming in, Reed plays 80,
Mm-hmm.
and he puts McIntyre in on an edge.
Who?
McIntyre.
McIntyre.
I heard it too, but I wasn't going to say anything.
McIntyre.
So what's
Michael's between the rim and the tire.
I was going to say, what's he doing in that
McIntyre.
tire?
Yeah.
He's on a roll.
Could be inside.
But
That sounded a bit flat.
I know, Luke.
Stop.
So yeah, no, that's like he's got the choice there to
Yeah.
that it was if you put Sonny Luke on and then you got to push a back rower in onto the a forward into the back row.
Yep.
Got to play forwards more minutes.
Mm.
So yeah, I do like it in that when there's an injury to an edge.
I think it's good for that. Good for injury cover.
Oh,
And good give you flexibility. If the game's not going at the speed you want, you can change it up who you bring in.
Yeah.
Or if it's going faster than you originally thought, whereas before you might not have had a quicker player on the bench, now you can bring him in.
Yeah.
It is bad in that the fatigue's gone from the game.
What I really hate about it, and it's going to sound just like it's coming from the players, I suppose, is you don't know if you're going to get a game. You're on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm talking to the likes of like Rob Darby today, and he can sit on the bench and not get a minute, and the next second you're on a plane to fly down to play Q Cup the next day somewhere.
Yeah, right.
And it's, I think, and none of the boys have ever said this, but I just think the mental fatigue of getting up for a game is one thing. Like the players all have to get up, right? Like, in the preparation, and even like the 18th man, we used to watch them and they train like they're going to play. They train like they're going to play. And then this is with this 4-man bench. And then if everyone makes it through the warm up, they're straight in, they take their, jerseys off and they get back in their polo and their club kit. But when you got 2 extra blokes, you've got to get out there and prepare yourself like you're going to play and sit on that bench and then imagine that and then you've got to think about debuts and stuff as well, Yeah. You might have all your family turn up for a debut.
And you don't even get a minute.
Don't even get a minute on the bench. Yeah. So the club has changed how they do the debutant stuff, where they name you. I think they've done some stuff there for that.
Yep.
But, it's pretty awkward when you...
Yeah, I can see it from that point of view.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if like the family all hails from like Cloncurry or something like that. Like that's a big travel time to come out here and then potentially. I mean, like you still get to come do the game, but then you're coming here for that special reason to see that special thing, and then it's just and you miss out.
I wonder what the limit of how many times someone's going to do it before they
Yeah, that'll do.
Boy who cried wolf, he's still not playing this week champion.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Like you say, the mental hurdle of preparing yourself and then not getting a game, how that could happen week to week to week as well. And if that happens 3 or 4 times, that could get in your head.
Yeah. Well, some of the boys it has. So a couple I'm thinking about, they've been ready to go.
Yeah.
You're talking strapping, you're talking body warm up, needling if they needed to or anything. And then, no, sorry, mate, you don't need, so it's big. But, but I really used to like we talked about the fatigue in the game.
Yeah.
Because I miss my big forwards. Like Hulky's the big forward for us now. And you just hate to see if he ever got shifted out of the game completely because we speed the game up and we can't keep up. So I really like that big forward thing.
I think the fatigue is missing, and that's why we're seeing 70+ score lines too. Which it's Volandi's
another
ball.
80 point this week.
Yeah, it's a Volandi's dream, but it's not rugby league.
Well, who gets the advertisement during the third umpire, what do you call it? The bunker these days.
I haven't actually.
It used to be the chicken. They used to say that you had to pay the chicken,
Yeah, it was KFC, but I don't know if it still is. Is it?
No idea.
I try not to pay too much attention when that part comes on, but I'm probably. I don't know. Can you nominate 3, 2, 1s, or is that a little bit of favouritism there?
No. I think 3 points to Jason, and I think at the moment his attitude and stuff that he's got on the field, and the boys followed, not follow him, but if Jason's playing well, then the boys they get up for it. You know what I mean?
You can see that.
Yeah, and I just hope this weekend the same thing for a big occasion for him. Swifts.
Oh, Swift X. That's a crypto thing, I think.
Yeah, looks like it.
Sounds about right.
And I still think like we talk about Rubes. Rubes had I think he had a fair game in that, and I know with the talking that he does, pre-game, post-game, in the halftime, and he plays up. He's always putting his head in places where other people sort of won't do it, and he sort of leads by example there for that. And then Tommy Chester, every week he's finding better lines to run, not better lines, but he's running great lines and same thing. He's just a jack in the box, what he's doing. And like I said, Drinky got that try. You don't often see too many times that, Drinky hasn't mastered the whole, orchestrated the try. But that was a Tommy Chester, just, here you go.
Yep.
Team player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's good.
Drinky didn't do it for Reed, though.
No,
He had his hands out.
you did. We do have a speak pipe, which anytime, anyone, you can go to On The Ranch. No, you can't. You can go to speakpipe.com/On The Ranch, and you can leave a voice message for us. We have a few this week, so I put the call out for a few. And I said I was going to vet these. I have not vetted them.
Oh, no.
So we're going to get them live. Note the times, Billy. We might have to cut a few of these out because Pistols put a couple in. So
A couple in.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I know. All right. So the first one is from Melbourne Cowboy. Those who pay close attention would know who this
I
is.
think I know who this is.
Yeah, I think you might. And it's not going to play. So that goes to the end of that. Oh, it's one of these. Let's see if this works.
Faders.
Oh, look, it's terrible.
No, it hasn't.
Look at me go.
It usually delays a little bit.
No, it's not working.
Is that going through your computer speakers?
Yeah. Output device. There we go. Just mark the time there. We'll cut that bit out. Start again.
COVID hit and I was locked away by Premier Dan Andrews.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Just a few questions and statements, I guess, to just keep the panel a bit juicy tonight, just so you have topics. Because I heard Morgo and Pistol Peter away. Just want to refer to last week's game against the Sharks, and we allowed 34 points in. Just about our defense sort of thing. I honestly think it's just because our young centers actually they're just learning their position and they're not actually originally centers. But I think they're improving every week. And also those 6 agains can get really fatiguing. That's why I think we're letting the points in mainly. And, a bit of drink water, but that's another story. But the media and the other podcasts are pretty much saying how bad our defense is, but I don't think it's that bad. What do you guys think? So another question is, I always go to Melbourne Storm games because I just need my rugby fix sort of thing. But I always wear my Cowboys jersey. And I get a few weird looks when I'm going to the game sort of thing, because you'll never catch me wearing purple pride, ugly colours. I would never do it. So I just want to know, do you think it's okay to wear your Cowboys colours or anything like that, Cowboys stuff, to like other games, like even other sports sort of thing, just like the random South guy? Do you think that's okay? Just another suggestion, maybe with Pistols multi, since it only hits maybe once every 7 years, maybe we could just put $10 on his multi that goes bust every first round anyway. Maybe just put $10 on, maybe select a follower to pick 3 random try scorers just to get some money in the kitty for you guys or something. Anyway, I reckon 30 plus against the Eels this weekend, because I hate that Flappy Bird Moses ever since that lovely fourth pass in 2022.
Well, I have to say that the Cowboys jersey being worn anywhere and everywhere is a rite of passage in Townsville. It's most people's most expensive shirt, so of course you're going to wear it when you go to the casino for dinner.
He's so true.
100%.
Yeah.
I remember Kyle Felt. I heard him saying it. It was like it was weird to him because it was, it's a work shirt for him. But then all these blokes. You go down to the Stewart Bistro any night, and there'll be at least 4 blokes in a Cowboys jersey.
Yeah.
me included.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same. It's the same as a random South jersey. Like there's no restriction on what jersey you wear at any sport.
No.
Sometimes you'll see Hawks jerseys, like as in Hawthorn Hawks jerseys are just as popular as the random South man.
Yeah, right.
Random South jersey. They're everywhere.
You should wear your Hawks jersey to the next game.
I don't have one,
Oh.
but I'm West Coast. So,
whatever.
And they're
My
rubbish, so I'm not wearing them anyway.
My only caveat there is don't wear as tight as the players wear them.
No. Well, look,
I saw
unless you've got a rig like Hesse.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it wasn't in the broadcast on the pre-game of that last game. They were trying to get the shirt on Drinky, I think it was, and it was I'm going
Out.
And then,
Game game fit.
But then it was I said to my mate, like, what? Geez, that's well. Do you want to get slung like Gordon Tallis done to old mate back in the day? And
That's right.
Yeah, fair.
But in regards to his comment about the six agains, right? There was a stat that come out. Big shout out, Benny Fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Benny Fryer, a mate of ours, he's like, if he's not on the spectrum, he's tapering. But he loves stats, right? And he always just rings me after a game and he just gives me some random stat. And like, to be honest, Benny, I don't really care sometimes. But, I love the guy and I listen to him. But he talked about teams being able to withstand, I think it's like 8 6 agains or something. And he went through the number of tackles that there was on those try lines there. But, my problem with the 6 agains is the referee can pretty much call whatever and there's no chance for anyone to question it at the time. Like there's no stoppage in place. So it's not a captain's challenge.
Yep.
It's just a 6 again. And even the people watching the game, like how many times you just question what for?
What was that for?
What
Yeah.
for? And
Always.
Yeah. And then there's obviously a big contention whether it happens on the first tackle coming out and there's like that's one extra tackle.
Yep.
But when you get to 4 and they're just like 6 again. Wow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think I said like a few weeks ago that they need to incorporate some like hand signals into it. Just like they could say like just throw some sort of a hand signal in the air up above their head. That, like say like one arm in front of the other if it's like or like one arm on top of the other if it's holding down or something like that before they wave the fist over their head for a 6 again. Like it just so the referee knows what they're giving the 6 again for, and then it's just a really quick reactive thing that so people, even if you need an eagle eye for it, you can say, "Oh, the referee done this," so which means that was a loose carry or whatever.
sure. But even the sports ears that we wear, I haven't worn them, but the sports ears, like you can understand what that is. So maybe the people upstairs even just putting on the screen, what it's for because
Instead of just ruck infringement, like that means nothing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So holding down, leg pull.
It's rough.
Yeah. It's hard. The players don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes the ref don't know what's going on.
yeah, well, let's not go into that. Thanks for that.
They got to be sharp.
Melbourne Cowboy, keep wearing the Cowboys jersey to every sport you go. Fly the flag,
Especially the Storm games.
especially the Storm, especially now
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
when they're sitting second last.
I had a message to Storm friend today,
As you do.
and it was like the Melbourne drizzle. Melbourne Storm. And then he
Melbourne
goes,
sunshine.
yeah. It's like, and then I go, are you okay? Like I checked in on him, and then he goes, no, and then I said, are you going to change teams? And then he goes, yeah. But he said he's thinking of changing teams.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like,
Wow.
what? And I was just like, what? So it's your first time?
But
No.
would I be right in saying that Melbourne's probably in everyone's top 3 or top 4 teams? Like if you had to pick the teams you'd support?
I mean, like,
As Queenslanders, yes.
yeah, 100%. But then even like the best teams that have been in the comp ever too, top 4, I reckon.
Top 4 best teams, not
Yeah.
in my top 4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So like Broncos are certainly not there for me.
Oh, they're-
So down the bottom.
They're 19.
Near Manly.
Yeah.
But Melbourne Storm with the Billy Slater days and the Smith and Cronk and that has always sort of helped them.
GI.
When it was half the Queensland team was
Yeah.
the Melbourne Storm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I
I
could
don't-
like them then.
Yeah.
I don't like them now.
But it's free for all now.
Yeah. No, it's not. They're not at the Broncos level. No one ever will be, but they're not up there for me. Like I like the Wars.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll say Cowboys and then Waz, and then like, it's definitely
Finns.
Cowboys, Waz. Oh,
Yeah. Finns.
Finns have got to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've even got a soft spot for the Titans.
yeah.
Not huge,
Well, I like Finns up.
but
and I
I'd
like,
put them above the Storm for me.
Are PNG going to fit in there when they come in, or is it going to be?
That's going to be tough. That's a tough
Depends
sell.
how much you get paid.
Depends
How
who
much
they-
I get paid.
It depends who they take
Depends if it's tax free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends who they take.
Depends who they get.
and how they do it.
They've been.
Mm.
I don't blame any player who signs up for it.
Tax free.
Tax free. That's
I don't get how that works though.
that's,
Like,
that's
are they-
half of it.
But if you're not paying tax in this country, you're not paying tax in that country.
No, well, they're not. I don't know. They're not paying tax there. I don't know.
But
It's
that's,
tax-free.
but that's the thing that sort of my mind came across. I said, well, if I was PNG and I'd be seeing all these people getting paid all this money, I wouldn't want to be missing out on my slice of the pie.
Yeah, but I think they treat the players a bit different. I think it's a big government kind of, not government thing. I'm not
No,
being-
it's from the Prime Minister.
not tinfoil hat stuff, but I'm saying it's kind of, like an agreement.
Or to try to
Well, they're
sort
not
of
going to get them
encourage
any
it.
other way.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, because that players here would be getting taxed at like 48 cents of the dollar
Yeah.
or whatever. Whereas, like, even if they tax them at like 25 cents of the dollar, that their government is still make plenty of money out of them, and it's still a lot more, rewarding than it is like work being paid in Australian dollars. Like, I don't know. It was just a thought that I had, and I thought
There would have to be a back end, a date to this. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
it's
can't
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
geez, that's a long time.
And it's not only players, it's support staff as well.
Wow.
It's everybody in the club.
Because it was propped up by the 600 mil or something.
The 600 mil.
Yeah. So,
Because I feel sorry for the Bears not getting the same deal because I travel to Perth for work
That's
and
a
that
long way.
flight across is
It's like, 6 hours from Brisbane or something?
it's a long time. It's just too long.
Yeah.
And you're traveling in cattle class. It's like you're squashed up.
that's going to be hard for the Perth Bears. It's hard enough for the Cowboys for travel. It's going to be a lot harder for them.
The boys are saying it's an hour and a half from Cairns to PNG in a flight.
Yeah,
So
it is.
See, that's
you know what I mean? So it's not
That's not so bad.
you sort
So
of
it's an hour and a half Townsville Cairns.
it's not necessarily how long the whole flight duration. You can cut it up into those smaller pieces. It's not stuck in a little plane for.
Yeah.
But that leg across there, it's bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Poor old Mal, he's already lost a few staff over there, and
Yeah.
mm,
Might be like his political
and
career the way it's going.
Dane's over there doing recruitment.
Yeah.
Dane from the Cowboys,
Okay.
he's over there heading that up. He'll be pulling some levers.
Yeah. Interesting. Nah, I wouldn't sign up for it. If you had the choice between the two, I'd go PNG tax free. Just live in the compound.
Yeah, you're absolutely off your head if you don't. Like if you
Consider it.
if you got approached and said we're looking to bring you into this team, you wouldn't be like say if you were a Penrith, like you played for Penrith your whole life or whatever, like in the lower grades, and then you had someone like the Roosters come along and you hate the Roosters, you'd never take it. But then if it was that enticement of the tax free, and then brand new club, because you'd like to think that they'd be building new facilities as well.
There's already videos going around at the facility.
Yeah, like it's just like such a
It might be AI.
It certainly could be.
Stick thatched huts.
We have a couple more speak pipes, so I'll get on to one from Ryan.
G'day, fellas. Roger Merritt from the Footy Tipping Comp here. Sadly, not the Roger Merritt. Quick question. Hopefully, got it in time for the pod. This far into the season, what do you think our hopes, dreams, and aspirations are? We're sneakily putting together a decent run of form at the moment. No one thinks we're going to win the comp, but yeah, just wondering, what do you think? Fast forward a few months from now, what do you think will be a successful season with the start we've had? Cheers.
That is a good question. That is a good question. Top four is we're only for and against out of it.
No, but we're only a buy out of it.
This is true too. We haven't had one yet, have we?
No. We'd be third if there was a buy, if we'd had a buy.
Yeah, right. Okay. I don't want to read too much into it. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
No,
But it does have.
don't say it.
Okay, I won't say
Don't
it.
say it. Don't say it.
There's a vibe.
There is a vibe.
There's a vibe.
I know.
You can't say you're aiming at anything else but
but
right?
a premiership.
That's
Yeah.
That's the ultimate
And
goal, obviously.
If you see what it's been like when we've got second place, or like the before, I'm not saying you're not happy with it at the time. You look back as in, it was okay.
Yeah.
But it's a premiership. And like if you look at how we're playing against some of the top teams and what we're doing, what the teams we're playing against, when it clicks, it clicks.
Yeah.
And all we need to do is click.
Yeah.
Like any team. It just needs that right. It's timing.
Yeah.
A lot of it is timing.
It's keeping healthy, right? Keeping the right players in the right positions.
Injuries have cruelled us the last couple of years. No, and I'm sure. Do you get to talk Does Todd Payton ring you up half the time as well? Like, these people are talking about me non-stop. My job's on the line here. Like,
Nah, it's, like when Toddy come out about maybe 6 weeks ago and said the pressure's on the outside, the only pressure we've got here, like from with us
Yep.
themselves. And I remember talking to him that day, and I walked away thinking, but it is true. It's like it's the pressure that you create for yourself.
Yep.
And if the boys don't seem to read into that stuff outside. So, and like you hear Brisbane talk about it, the next man mentality. Every team's got that.
yeah,
Every team's got it. And we've got players ready to fit in. And like Butsy's a perfect example this week, centre to wing, no problem. And you got Jackson who can go to fullback, and everyone's got jobs to do. We all know the jobs.
Yep.
It's just keeping it going into the finals and then not having to do that. Everyone know what their job is.
you mentioned about fullback there. There's one young Mason Barber.
Yeah.
You would have seen probably more of him than any of us.
He's a great bloke.
Looking good for the future.
Oh, look, I've only seen him on the field, what he's done. And he can get somewhere with the boys around the place. And I don't know what the future aspirations is, but
There is talk. There was actually a thing today.
mm,
I think it was today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yesterday, actually. I don't know, whatever the date it is. So that it's they're at risk of losing him.
I think you're at the risk of losing any young talent player coming through behind. But like I said, there's always, you can't keep everyone. We
Yep.
have to think about, can't be thinking about next year's premiership now.
Yep.
You got to be, so I don't know. It's the club's decision.
Yeah.
Any decent player, like we've got such a big, spread of players all through North Queensland.
Yeah.
And you see young fellas who end up at the Broncos that, I don't know what they're thinking. Yeah. But, he needs to do what's
right for him
Hmm.
at the right time too.
yeah. And the club they'll do what they can to keep the players they need.
I look at it like, and everyone refers back to it, that we lost Kalen Ponga because Coote was ahead at the time. Long time back, obviously. Not that long. It is for us oldies. But at the time, Coote was the obvious choice.
Yeah.
And Ponga was, I don't know, he wasn't there yet at the time.
It was the same as Viliami
Yep.
the same time. Like
Yeah.
they left, they can see there's something coming in the future,
Yep.
but you can't put all your eggs in one basket on someone that age, and that's not proven.
And you're not going to drop someone who's in form,
Mm.
ends up winning a premiership.
Mm.
And Jerome Hughes,
And
Yeah,
that's-
who was a
yeah,
fullback.
yeah,
He wasn't even a 7
that's right. And
Right.
you just,
or 6.
you
so-
can't tell the future.
Yeah.
And to me, I think people say we lost Kalen Ponga. I don't think that was a big loss. Like, Ponga's a great player when he's on,
Mm.
but he's had a string of injuries.
Mm.
He's a bit rocks and diamonds for me as well. And you don't know what he was going to be like in the system here too.
right.
Like, that's
And and people develop in the situation that they put them in the environment, I should say,
yeah,
because you don't know how he would have developed here.
no, that's right.
Compared to how he developed, same as Billy,
Yep.
same as Hughesy.
Yeah.
You put him somewhere else in the right environment where he's needed, and it's not do or die, but like step up or and they develop differently.
One Mr. Holmes Evans, Esquire, has left us a speak pipe. This is Morgan.
Hey guys, Morgan here. Big fan of a pod. Catch it weekly. Just wanted to say you're doing a great job. As I always say, one team, one dream, stronger together, tougher together, believe and belong. How is it? We're a top 6 team. How amazing is that? Who would have thought a few weeks ago we'd be top 6, eh? Question for you guys. What do you reckon is the number one thing that's changed in the gameplay or game style or game plan that has rocketed us up the ladder? The old Cowboys climbers pistol likes to say. Do you think it's our attack, our defense, our spirit, our sort of, sense of team and confidence that has got us there? All right, guys, thanks for having my question. Hope you have a good pod, and I'll keep listening week in, week out. Thanks, legends. Go the Cows.
Word has it, Morgan actually goes back and listens to each pod just to hear himself speaking.
No doubt. No doubt.
Is there one thing that has gelled suddenly in the team.
Our
wouldn't
defense
e-
has gotten better.
I wouldn't even call it suddenly. Like, what was it? 3 games at the start, and then I think it started to come together there. I think the halves combo and the forwards coming together for me has
Yeah.
sort of been that difference.
Yeah, forwards laying the platform.
Yep.
And actually getting meters and the halves being able to play off.
Pretty simple, really.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating that goal line defense that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
The boys are defending back-to-back sets.
Yeah.
I'm not a coach there, but I mean, if I was coaching, I'd be looking at those reels every week saying, just believe now, look at this, you know.
Yep.
And you sort of see when they're on that defensive line, everyone knows where it is, and you see the line speed coming up still.
Yep.
They're not sitting in there or sitting in the chair, you know, waiting for the defense. That sort of shows me confidence that we're coming towards you. We're not going to wait for you to come to us. We want to, you know, do you guys over.
I think that is a lot better. I still get nervous when we give away 6 agains there.
But like,
quick off the line.
I don't know. I'm not saying I know what it is, but you'd have to have a look at where the tries are scored from too.
Yeah.
Because that's always a big thing.
Well, you look at the tries on the weekend. One was from a bat-back kick that you're never really going to defend. And then the other one was just a bit of brilliance from one player that just ran through a tied forward.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot that gets scored against us where people go, oh, you know, we had soft defense, and there's plenty that are, but there are some.
That was after like 25 tackles
Well,
out 20 zone.
That's it. There are some where no team would have defended that.
No. And Cowboys of last year would have conceded on the second 6 again.
Yeah.
Not the 6th.
Yeah. I wondered, like, also, you know, Toddy's message is pretty straight from what I hear. Like in the dressing rooms, they're like, you know, this is what we're doing. This is our game plan. And I'm not saying you want to keep it simple, but the more buy-in and everyone understands it, you know, you got time to modify that at half time if things change. But if the message is consistent, let's go.
Yep. Yeah, we got some messages from Pistol. Unfortunately, we got 3 of them. I don't know if we play all 3 here. Look, let's start with the first one and see what happens.
Hey guys, Pistol here. Hope you're having a good one. Just want to get your thoughts. Serious question. The short 10 dropout, you know, off a kickoff or a goal line dropout, how the team will go the short 10. Now, if they stuff it up, in the past it used to be a penalty. Now it's just the other team's ball on the 10-metre line. But if they stuff it up so badly, but the ball keeps bouncing, and it crosses the 10-metre line, then they can have a quick crack at getting the ball, or if it rolls out just on the 10-metre line, it's their ball back. And the opposition can't touch it at all before it crosses that 10-metre mark, otherwise penalty against them. I'd like to see that if the receiving team off the kickoff, if the opposition does do a short 10 and they muff it completely, and let's just say it goes 6 metres in the air or whatever, that team can't touch the ball, but the attacking team stuff it fair game. They can cross the plane of the 10-metre line. They can catch it on the 6. If they get tackled, they get tackled. If they score a try, good on them. And that might just stop a lot of teams going for a no-risk short 10. Like if the other team can get it before that 10-metre mark, credit to them, and they can get the ball without getting penalised. What's your thoughts?
It's a lot to digest.
That's a Pistol question. But I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying.
This is one of those Ben Fryer things I was telling you about. Ben would ring me the next day after and go, what if?
Yeah. Maybe Ben and Pistol need to get their heads together.
Bring him on the potty.
Yeah, look, I don't – that would be interesting. That would be interesting. So the defending team off a short dropout can touch the ball at any time.
No, the attacking team.
I think he said it the wrong way around, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, the attacking team.
Yeah.
Because the defending team's doing the dropout.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But they can touch the ball at any time. Doesn't have to cross the 10.
So that would make them not want to kick it short in case it doesn't go 8 metres.
Yep.
They can't touch it, but the team that's being kicked out too can pick it up and smash into the line.
I like it.
I like it
because I don't like the short dropout.
I liked it before, but when it was like a full, like if you buggered it up, it was the penalty.
Yeah.
Like before they brought in that rule, because I feel like before they brought in the rule, the Cowboys had sort of mastered it.
Mm.
We seemed to pioneer it
at that point in time, our defense was unreal, and it was like we were backing our own.
Like 22.
We're backing our own defense of the short dropouts to try and get the ball back. Yeah. Whereas, I mean, if that rule that's there now didn't exist, I don't think we'd be really trying that hard for it, because as our defense has been lacking.
There's also a point, when the attacking team has got so many tackles before they're going to make an error as well. So you're relying on that in that defense.
Yeah.
There must be a stat that says, after 8 tackles or 10 tackles, there's going to likely be a drop ball.
100% they would be.
So you're defending on a straight line, straight defensive line coming up, makes it a lot easier to defend in a whole field where you've got players shooting out.
Yep. It's an interesting thought. We'll put it to Peter V'landys and we'll see what happens. We'll just give him a call, no worries. Pistol message 2.
Hey lads, Chappie, Hendo, Pistol here again. Just another one too. With all the recencies of the last few weeks of a lot of the games going to AFL like blowout scores. I mean, the Broncos Roosters was 38-24 and they're meant to be 2 good defenders. There's been half a dozen teams already that's conceded 50 this year. Last week's game, Sharks Cowboys, there was 15 tries scored. The Knights South game on the weekend, there was 80 points scored. Look, you've all known my thoughts about the 6 again and how it's ruining the game. Do you think that V'landys, with all his crack shots at the AFL about how the NRL's a superior game, yet you see it that fans are turning away, do you think we might have just seen an end of, righto, that's not a penalty, so I'm not going to blow 6 again? Do you think the refs are going to start putting the whistle away for all these minor bullshit offences and just let football happen? It'd be good to get back to games of 24 versus 22 or 18-12 and things like that. But do you think that will happen now after 9 rounds of the season? Or do you think V'landys is going to still sit in his ivory tower? Give us your thoughts. I'll be glad to hear it. Bye.
Yep.
I'm not a gambling man, right, at all. But I always think of this. There's one called Anytime Try Scorer.
Mm-hmm.
How's that changed when you used to put it on and you scored 3 tries in a game? Small percentage chance of getting that try scorer.
It's a lot more chance now.
Now you got 15 tries in a game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They're $10s now instead of $80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's why we can't advertise sports bet anymore. So.
No. But yeah.
Maybe that's tied in.
But they obviously is it turning people away, or because Fox Sports obviously wants their highlights reel, and you don't often see anything but big tackles or tries in a highlights reel.
I think it's too much now. I think we are seeing way too many tries now.
Well, look at the Premier League over in Europe. Like, it's a good game between like the 2 soccer teams is like 2-3. Only, or maybe even like a 1-0 game after 80 minutes. Like, because it's like the old saying is, if I wanted to watch a bunch of blokes go out and not score once all night, I'd take my mates to the pub.
Wow. There is that argument as well.
Like, it shows like a full just 2 teams that are really trying, but then the defense is really, really up there as well. But now, like you're saying, there's this highlights reel now with we can have 15 different tries to choose from for just one game instead of like a whole round.
I'm not sure if you saw it, but the Panthers Manly game, it was like 6-12, 12-8.
It was tighter.
It was very much tighter. It was a much better game.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed that.
Do you reckon they'll ever graph it on the referee that's refereeing? How many points are scored?
No, not publicly. You will never see it
It'd be an
publicly.
interesting graph.
Someone will have one somewhere, for sure.
Come on, Benny.
Yeah.
Come on, Rando.
Or Rando.
Yeah, Rando.
Come on,
Stats
Rando.
guy. But publicly, the NRL would never, because it would. They don't want the focus on the ref, and fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think putting the whistle away might be a Belinda thing.
Have you guys ever watched the rugby league eye test or check that out?
Yeah, eye test. Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
used to read that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in depth.
Mm.
The stats from those guys are mental.
Look at stuff that you wouldn't even think about.
Yeah. I wonder how many of the clubs actually tune in on those as well.
I think they had a bit of legitimacy until they started doing what colour football players' shoes were.
They were watching that for a bit.
I was like, come on.
And which brand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that I'm sure I know they do watch some of the social media guys. I know NRL Physio copped a bit of a shellacking over some of the comments he made in the early days over some Storm injuries. The Storm guys reached out, or didn't even reach out to him, just said, can you stop commenting on our team? But I think he's a little more legitimised now. I don't know about like random stats guy. I don't know if any of the players or any of the teams look at that, look at the stuff he does. But he's a good bloke. He's a Cowboys supporter.
Yep.
I like him. All right, we better move it on. Round 10 kicks off versus the Eels at QCB on this Friday night.
The big show.
The big show, we call it. It's prime time. Friday night, 8th of May, 8 p.m.
Didn't know X-Man was in there. Xavier?
Xavier Kerrisk. Well, there you go.
He's a hooker.
You in for this week. Cowboys, I believe, were, other than Nanai out and Sam McIntyre coming in, I believe, as on previous weeks, except, like you say, Xavier Kerrisk is on the bench, 6-man. So that's...
Has he played for us before?
See, that could be.
So that'll be a debut potentially.
Well, it depends
Or-
where they put him in the extended. How far is it?
18th.
Well, that's part of the 6-man bench. So, again, like, does he get... And Mason Barber's there too, so, do they get a run?
Well, you'd think Reed and Sonny would have to both go down before he gets a run.
For Xavier,
Yeah.
potentially, yeah.
But if you look at that bench, like it's a pretty, not saying standard, but it's our usual contenders.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kyle's out of there.
You
Kyle's
see,
out of there.
could he be picking that Xavier and Mason because your Kai O'Donnell and Caden Lars have been on it the last couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and so that they're giving them a run in the Q Cup,
They need
so
to,
that they
yeah.
know that they've got a run, and then these two are the two that are stepping up.
Because if they don't play, they literally have to go at the back and run.
Yep.
To get their meters up.
Yeah.
Like, so you think about it, you can have a bloke sitting on the bench that doesn't do anything, not saying doesn't do anything, but doesn't play 4 or 5 weeks. It's not good for him for his game.
For his,
No.
his match fitness,
You need to,
anything.
Yeah, if you're not practicing it, like you lose it, sort of thing.
That's why,
Yeah.
4-man bench, please.
I mean, you still got the 18th man in there, but
Yeah. I'm keen if Xavier, he's a great young fella, local boy. Mackay? Yeah.
Yep. Now, Para sitting third last. So
where they should be.
I don't like to get ahead of ourselves because you know what happens when we get ahead of ourselves.
Dylan Walker must be injured.
So the Eels are Josh Papali'i, Brian Kelly, Jordan Samrani, Sean Russell, Josh Adakar, Ronald Volkman. What a name. Mitch Moses, or as
The Flappy Bird.
the Flappy Bird.
So where's that come from?
Running at the ref like this, he's about to take off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always appealing for something.
Yeah, gotcha.
Luca Moretti, Talon De Silva, Junior Paulo, Kelma Tolangi, Jack Williams, Jack DeBellin, Dylan Walker off the bench with Saxon Prick? No, it's not going to be Prick. I'm sure of that. Maybe it is. Tony Matali, Charlie Geimer, Upper Twiddle. They are taking the piss now.
I think for it to be Twiddle, it'd have to be double D.
Twiddle. We'll go with
Yeah,
Twiddle.
I'd say Twiddle.
Now I'm looking at the next name. They are for sure.
It's Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it any more than that.
Brownie.
Mr. Brown.
Brownie.
So, yeah, welcome the Eels up here. Liam Kennedy, the referee for this week. Not that we're biased against anybody. Belinda Sharp is a touch judge. Yeah. Anyway, 8 p.m. Friday night at the Cowboys. I believe I'll be there this week.
I love that photo of Todd, like the real smiley photo.
Yeah.
You don't see it often. It's
No.
normally crossed, folded arms with a serious look.
Yeah, no, I like that one.
I like the smiling toddy is a good toddy.
he definitely gives a good smile out that on the telly, for sure.
Yeah, he can choose when he puts it out there.
Yeah. He gave us plenty of smiles when he come in here.
Yeah. But like that's a nice,
He's a very
keep that one.
measured gentleman.
Yep.
That's for sure. Very in control. So anyway, this should be a good game. Looking forward to it. I don't want to call it revenge. I just like beating the Eagles.
Especially for the prelim final.
Yeah. Wonder how many
22.
forward passes they'll get away with this time.
Well, I'll definitely have to watch this game on Saturday morning because 360 and Pez are at the warehouse on Friday night.
Okay.
Which I bought my tickets to that like 6 months ago, so
Righto.
it should be good.
I'll pretend I know who they are.
Tell a 45-year-old man what 360
So 360 and Pez
DJs.
Yeah, no, they're rappers.
And rappers. They're just
They're just
the
rappers.
rappers.
Yeah.
I toured with them.
Actually,
Like a Mars bar or what?
sorry. Oh,
Mars bar rapper.
Oh, man. The,
Mars bar.
Lolly-
Yeah,
Lolly
right.
rapper.
I didn't quite hear you properly. But yeah. So actually, the 360 was like a massive like a prescription drug addict, but way back in the day. But then found the light. He's actually a proper born again Christian these days.
I should know then.
Yeah, that's why I was sort of thinking like, I wonder if you might have heard of him.
Maybe.
He put a thing on his story one day saying about how happy he was that one of his or someone he knew was very lost, and then he guided him towards Jesus, and then he found Jesus, and he just said it was like the best thing. It's one of the best feelings you could ever have. He said, and I thought
he knows.
But it was interesting for me because I didn't even know he'd had this sort of change of life. I knew he was off all the drugs and he was getting fit because you could tell he put on a lot of weight and everything like that. But then I heard that and it just completely blew my mind. This bloke with a face covered in tattoos just talking about guiding his friends to Jesus. And I thought, wow, this is
everyone's got a past, but there's always a better future.
absolutely.
Are you going to go with an open mind?
No, I've got an open mind anyway.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Great.
definitely have a spiritual side of myself.
That's good.
All right. Well, there is no multi this week because we have no pistol, but he did say he thinks this week against the Eels, a Cowboys spine bet is a good chance. And for a bit of hope and fun, separate bet, Taumalolo and McKaylee to cross. I don't know if McKaylee will finally get over there.
You see, I think one of the betting agencies has put up an odds on if Alex Johnson will score 150 before McKaylee gets his first.
I was going to say Alex Johnson. We're going to get an Alex Johnson-like reception when Tommy goes over.
Yeah.
Just rush the field.
Yeah,
I didn't
we
say
got it.
No, we can't encourage it.
We can't condone it, but
They can't arrest all of us.
I'll bloody condone it.
are we thinking of like 3 or 4 times now he's been denied? Three
Three that I know of.
Three,
He
I think.
scored in a trial, but that doesn't count
No.
for the NRL. But yeah,
Soon.
three that I've seen. One last year.
But that just goes to show, like, he's getting points. Like, as in,
Yeah.
people are rating him that high. It's not about his tries. It's just the workhorse he is.
Yeah,
Tipping comp.
I don't want to know.
footytips.espn.com.au. The main competition out in front. Well, actually, there's 3 people on 51 points. Billy Lover 420.
Hey.
Hey. That's not. This isn't Billy. A new contender known as the Coventry Family. Shout out. This is Pistol's brother.
Oh, really?
Oh, so ESPN fan 046782 4779.
I think that's Pistol's other brother. Yeah. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And in third place, yours truly.
Well
Oh,
done.
look at you go.
Holding it up there for the pod. Someone's got to represent.
You got to get that margin down, though.
I know. It's
That's
shocking.
terrible.
Do you actually-
206.
Do you tip the margin or you choose it?
And it's first game.
Only
is
for the first
is
game.
margin.
I'd never do it. I just,
Oh, you just leave it?
Yeah.
The default 10,
Well,
I think it
yeah.
is.
No, I think it's
Oh, it depends.
zero.
It depends
Zero.
on. Is it 0?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I used to always go 4, but like whatever. And that way, if the team you tip lost, you're not losing
Too many.
too many points. I believe at the start of this year, I really went poorly with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. I probably had Cowboys by like 12. One game we got flogged. And that's just hurt
Manly
from
game.
him. Yeah.
Tigers.
Look, I'm only 16 points behind Billy Lover 420.
There you go.
Not a bad thing. K-Dog, Al Drop Tables, Mr. T and the Crazy One, Sugar Glider, Ian Hope, Hawk for Life, and ESPN Van 0639, something blah, blah, blah,
There he is.
is 10th. So that's the top 10 in the main comp. And in our mega fans, our Patreon people.
Oh, so you just say where you are in the comp and no one else.
Oh, sorry.
Far out.
Yes.
The road
Morgan's in 16th. Sorry, they weren't here. And like you're just running the show up there. You've dropped to 29th.
Yeah, I've had a massive fall.
You were like
I was in the
top
top
five.
2.
Yeah, you were up there. And we have to-
Potatoes in
the
37.
potatoes in 37th, correct. And Hendo here is in 47th on 40 points, but still ahead of Pistol, who is Pistols at Dawn, who is third last, I think, because there's one person in the last.
So the
maybe
10
two.
points is all correct? 10 points, is that like everything?
Yeah. So you get bonus points if you pick all of them. You get that like a bonus 2 points.
Yeah,
or
I
something
wouldn't
like
know.
that. We now
I don't think I've ever tipped a correct round in my life.
in last place in their main comp now is someone calling themselves Thelma la 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 la. Nice.
But he got 8 points. I know the last.
It got 6
Two,
in round
yeah.
9, but then has gone poorly in previous rounds. However, missed the first couple of rounds. So now in our Patreon competition, the Donk is leading on 50 points. In second place is Swiss Cowboy. Carsten used a joker, got himself up into second place on 5th, 49. In third place is Origin, case of Guinness on it. That must be Eddie Hewitt.
Yeah, it must be.
Gotta be. Sounds like Eddie Hewitt.
The only Blues supporter.
Yeah. Sad. But, you know, we take all kinds.
So shout out to him. He said I was his second favourite.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't mention me at all. But thanks for that. He's in 47th. Billy Lover 420 in 4th. I'm in 5th. Then Al Drop Table, Sugar Glider, Hawk for Life, Hale 7, Grizzly 87, Rando Tips, Morg, Rant, ENO. Rant, NO. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Morgan in 13th. Pod Tayton, Billy in 14th. Como 99 in 15th. Potato 16th. Hendo,
I don't want to know.
just a Lily Dickin in 17th. Pistols at Dawn, dead, motherless, last. I'm just savouring it.
Is that not a natural thing for him or what?
No, no.
It is.
It
Not
is?
not dead last, but pretty close to it.
What's going on, Pistol?
This is Pistol.
Do some prayer?
He needs it.
I think
We
he
can- we
needs
can
a bit.
do that. We can
he
I'm
needs-
not sure it'll help him.
needs,
Look in.
needs a bit more than that, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Divine intervention.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's certainly tracking that way.
Yeah, I think you just need to bomb him with holy water from a helicopter.
Yeah.
You know how to make holy water?
Yeah.
It's just normal water, but you boil the hell out of it.
Oh man, this is
I'm here all week.
the jokes are
I've never heard that. That's brilliant.
they're both terrible
I'm
and great. I'm loving it.
I'm taking that one with me.
Yep. It's a good one. It's a good one. Thursday, the 7th of May, kicks off round 10. It's at Suncorp Stadium at 7:50 p.m., but it's not the Broncos.
What's this? No, Broncos are Friday night.
This is true. You got me on that one, but they're also not playing on Friday night. It's the Finns hosting the Bulldogs at Suncorp Stadium. As we know, the Potato takes all the home team, so that's the benchmark. If you can't beat the Potato, there's something wrong. Hendo? Anyway, you just leave that there. All right, no words. Probably a good thing. I'm going to go the Finns. Finns up for me. Hendo. What do you got?
Yeah, Finns. I'll probably change it, but Finns.
Pistol's gone the Finns. Billy?
Well, there's a little thing we might have said once or twice, but no one ever plays good after being beaten or versing the Cowboys in general. So it's Fins up for me.
This is
By 8.
very, very true. Oh, yeah, I'm picking my margin, leaving it at 4.
Or
Yeah, because I need to recover. It might be more than that. What do you got for us, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins, but I reckon the Bulldogs got humiliated last week, so they're gonna stick it to them. But I think it'll be a close game.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well,
I think it's 84% to 16. I think it's going to be closer. You know what I mean?
closer than
Like,
that.
it should be closer.
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
be closer.
yeah, no, not wrong.
Tipping should be cool.
Yeah, for sure. Friday the 8th, 6 p.m, Central Coast Stadium. The Roosters are hosting the Titans. 99% of people have tipped the Roosters here, and I'm going to join in. So I'm going to go the Roosters.
Yeah.
Hendo?
Yeah, I'm going Roosters.
Pistol's going the Titans, and this is why he's coming
Yeah,
stone motherless.
I was just about to say, just looking at this matchup, this is exactly why he's right at the bottom.
Yeah.
He's got faith in the Titans.
Yeah, he does. Bill?
I've gone the Chooks.
Aaron?
Titans can't win a trick, so I can't follow it. No.
Hard, isn't it? 8 p.m, the game that matters. QCB Stadium, the Cowboys versus the Eels. Believe, belong, stronger as one.
Better together.
I'm pretty sure this entire table is going to go to the Cowboys, but I'll send it around. I'm going the Cowboys.
I'm going the blue and yellow team.
That's wow. See, the one guy who signs up as a Tigers member.
Cows.
Yeah, Cowboys for me, of course.
Horns up.
Horns up.
That's the man. That's what we like to see. Saturday, 9th of May, 3 p.m. Wynn Stadium, the Dragons are hosting the Knights. Speaking of a team that can't catch a trick,
The Dargans.
the Dargans. But I'm going the Knights.
Yeah, I'm going Knights.
Bill?
They've got Ponga back. They got full squad.
Yep.
Yeah, give me the Knights.
It can't be controversial as the Knights, yeah.
Yeah, well, Pistol's gone the Dragons, so there you go. That tells you everything you need to know. 5:30 p.m. at a core. The Rabbits and the Sharks. Now we're starting to get into games that could go either way. Yeah, I think the Rabbits might bounce back here.
I have gone Bunnies.
Yeah, I got the Crimson and Myrtle.
Crimson and Myrtle. Pistol's gone the Sharks, and Aaron's going.
And I'm going to check my tips.
Ooh.
I think
Sure.
I might have gone Cronulla there. I'm going Cronulla.
It's one of those games.
Yeah, it is a bit of a flip a coin, like really.
It's the tipping's gone 73 to 27. Like this is what people have tipped on footy tips,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's. I think it'll be close.
Yeah. On Cronulla.
I reckon if you check that at about 4:00 that afternoon, just to see where it's sort of
A little more even.
Yeah, I reckon a few people would probably change their tips either which way.
So what's the travel from a core stadium? It's what? Half an hour or what? From Cronulla?
From Canala.
Like it's not travelling or anything, and it's you're going to have supporters there from both sides. It's so much different when you're travelling and you've got no supporters and all that against you. But
that'll be fine.
Mm.
You're right. I'm still sticking to the Rabbits, but yeah.
Well, then again, that Cowboys game last week, they could have filled another friggin' 80,000 people into that stadium. It looked like there was barely anyone there.
Yeah.
Makes you proud of the Cowboys supporters, eh?
Yeah.
The geographical distance they get to come here, and then you get something like that. So,
You just got to go to Leichhardt, though.
here we go.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. Coming from a Tigers member.
7:30 p.m. on Saturday, 4 Points Park. The Manly Sea Eagles are up against the Brisbane Broncos. I'm taking on the spew. I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely a new thing.
I like it. But
You need to get one of that. What are those things they tip over and they make that sound?
Yes.
That's one here. Every time you mention the Broncos, someone has to tip it.
I like it. I'm going to get one. I've got to go Manly. I really do.
Yeah, Manly.
Billy?
Manly at 4 Points Park.
Pistol's going Manly. Aaron?
I might change my tip then.
I don't want the Broncos to win, but I've tipped them.
I hear you.
I don't like them to win, but sometimes if you want to get up in the tipping comp, you got to
That's true.
go against what you want.
This is true. Hey, Pistol.
I hope Tom Duffy
Yeah.
has a great game. He's still in the halves, isn't he?
He played well against us.
Yeah.
His kicking game against us was phenomenal.
He's one of the ones I want to boomerang come back to us one day.
He will, I reckon.
Yep.
Sunday the 10th, 2 p.m, Amy Park, Storm and the Tigers. Speaking of flipper coin games, when did the Storm twine it around? I can't even say it properly.
Well, I've tipped Storm the last 6 weeks.
And
tonight I've tipped the Tigers.
Okay.
So Storm are going to win.
Oh, now why'd you say that before I clicked which one? No, I'm going to go the Tigers. I reckon they'll get up for this one. Pistol's gone the Tigers, Bill.
Well, after the news that come out about Bellamy last week, really unfortunate thing for him with that disease that they think he's got. So I thought to myself, like, surely this is the week that the Storm actually just lift and pick up, and this is the one. And I went and changed my tip. I committed a cardinal sin of changing my tip after I'd submitted them, and sure enough, I'm not getting back on the Storm at all this year. They are going to be. I'll even tip the Eels against them.
Wow.
So give me the Tigers.
Okay, good theory.
The game is now too fast for the Storm. Their wrestle is not in such, like it hasn't helped them anymore because they're too fast.
Yep.
So, yeah, Tigers.
I like your theory.
And the way they're playing with all the 6 agains, the Tigers can handle that. The Storm can't.
Yep. Last game of the round, 4:05 p.m. GIO Stadium. It's the Raiders and the Panthers. I'm going the safe bet Panthers on this one. Pistols going Canberra, of course. Hendo?
Penrith.
Billy?
Yeah, Penrith.
Aaron?
The Raiders are going to miss their Viking clap and just go all funky and miss one, and the Panthers are going to win it.
That's interesting.
I hate that Viking clap just as much
True.
as I hate that dance.
Do you know what I hate even worse?
Remember Mick Ennis doing it?
You remember, so we've canned it now, but the cowbell,
Yes.
did you see what the Broncos did?
What?
They had a horseshoe brought out
Oh, of course they did.
and they come and they hit the horseshoe and they had pyrotechnics go as they hit the horseshoe.
No, like they couldn't think of an original idea.
No.
then, could they?
The
Even
coolest-
if it hit him in the head.
The coolest thing in the whole NRL, like in that sort of stuff, is the Dolphins trumpet. It's actually mad. Went to a Dolphins game down south and they had that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
That's great.
Yeah, that looks good.
Mm.
Fins up.
I am going to use my first joker.
Ooh,
I'm doing the same.
joking. Jokers. All right. Best of luck.
You watched me get 2 out of 10 to this
I'll
week.
get 3.
Yeah.
I'll
So
do my
it's-
average.
Explain the Joker to me.
So the Joker gives you double points for that
points.
round.
Yeah.
Our public competition, it's a preset Joker round. So everyone gets the Joker on that round. In our Patreon competition, you can select when you want to use it. So it's a little more strategic
Yeah.
to mix it up.
So you're pretty confident, and
I'm confident that I'll get at least 5.
it doubles whatever score you
So
get.
it doubles what I get.
So if you got all of them, it would be 20 points.
It'll be 22 points.
20.
Twenty
Yeah.
points. Yeah, because you get the 2 bonus points as well for picking a perfect round. So yeah, it's worth it.
Or 18 if it only gives you the bonus once.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
It's
how it
18 or
works.
20.
They can change a
So-
lot.
Yeah.
You can, yeah, rocket you up.
When does a Spud use a bonus point? The Joker.
That's a good question. I don't know that we've figured that out just yet.
Maybe just the same round as the main comp.
As
main
public round.
Yeah, maybe. We've already missed one, but we'll figure it out. We'll just randomly flip another coin.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah,
The-
we'll flip the coin before when we submit the tip and see whether it gets the Joker or not.
yeah, exactly. And the Wires have got the bye this week, so they get a week off. But that's tipping. That's round 10. We're going to... I think we should skip the pay and pass this week and we'll save them up for next week because we've been going for like 2.5 hours. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to get home.
And Luke didn't bring food for us.
No, you know.
Hey, I don't do sausages anymore.
Okay.
Well, you remember when I used to
Yeah.
cook the sausages on a Tuesday at footy,
Yeah.
and then I'd bring them in for you
At the Saints.
at the Saints.
Okay. So you don't do that anymore.
But I don't coach and do the sausages
I
anymore.
thought you were saying you don't do sausages at all anymore. The way you
No,
said
I
it.
do sausages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I thought you might have had a life change.
It's kind of a weird
No.
statement to say.
No, it fits.
No.
It tracks.
I don't do sausages.
Yeah.
I don't bring them in.
We'll just leave it there.
I'm going with the food.
Okay.
I didn't
I
bring-
wasn't anywhere else.
And
I'm
I
just
know,
saying.
I know.
It's all good. It's fine. I don't know. You might have gone gluten free.
Well, geez, I mean, like sausages are one of my favourite meals. Like, geez,
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
just nice and easy.
Sanger.
Can't go wrong.
Onion on top. Sanger.
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
Barbecue
All right.
sauce and mustard.
And
Oh,
Yes.
the Lions Club, I think it was at,
Here we go again.
at Fairfield. They had. I actually went and got a Bunnings sausage the other week, and one of the sauces they had there was the Tabasco sriracha sauce.
oh, nice.
I like the Tabasco Chipotle.
Yeah.
Smoky.
yeah. No, sriracha. Sriracha
Faded out.
Tabasco.
Faded
It
out.
was just
We go for
that
hours.
with the mustard, unbelievable.
Hey, don't be doing that. Don't press buttons. You're not here to press buttons. That's my job. Thank you very much, Aaron, for coming.
No worries.
It's been a pleasure.
No, it's been great. Thank you for having me.
Good to get the insight.
There's not
And,
much there.
Oh, yeah, but the stuff you said off recording is absolute gold.
Don't tell Benny Lonigan that. Sorry, Ben.
I'm kidding.
Love you, Ben.
Where am I? At On The Ranch NQ, you can find us there. Head to ontheranch.com.au, all our links if you want to get in contact with us. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Endo. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Morgan and Pete. You know, I've got to thank you. Do I?
Yeah, because if they weren't here, we wouldn't be.
Exactly. I think they're cut for good now. It's up to you guys. Up the Cowboys.
Up the Cowboys.
It's fun.
Thanks for coming.
Horns up.
Horns up. What the hell was that?
Cliffhanger.